I hear you. I hope I'm absorbing it. And then when I get back to my other, life, it's really difficult to think about what to do.
Well, the first thing you have to do is know what we know about this. And as you're sitting here now, you're knowing it.
Yes.
The next thing you have to do is not attempt the impossible, or not even set a goal to attempt the impossible, which is to get everybody to agree with you, because they're not ever going to do it. And that would defy what we just said anyway, wouldn't it? There is a plethora of powerful counselors and teachers who have been attempting to get people to be round pegs in square holes, who know the futility of that. In other words, your world is ripe for this understanding. It is ripe for this understanding. So as you know it and hold it and set forth your intention to attract those who know it too, there will be a gathering of counselors and teachers and a movement of allowing, the likes of which this planet has not seen yet. This is the time of awakening. And what that means is waking up to who you are, not waking up to who your mother thinks you ought to be. Waking up to who you are, waking up to what you have put in your vibrational escrow, not fulfilling the wishes and needs of a society or of others, you see. So we know it feels big, but it isn't. It is as simple as this. You're interacting with one person who could feel happier than they do. And you have the ability to see them as they really are and hold your picture of who they really are so clearly in your own mind that when they're with you, they see it too. And then they say, I don't know what it is about being with you, but I just feel better when I'm with you. And you say, that's because I know who you are. And they say, what do you mean? And then you begin to tell them the story of who they are. You introduce them to their own guidance system, you see.
And if they don't have language?
Even better that they don't have language, because all language does is distort and confuse for the most part. In other words, can't you tell when you are conveying something? Isn't most of what you're conveying? Haven't you ever walked into a room and knew that they were talking about you before you got there? Couldn't you just feel? And couldn't you feel whether you were glad that you missed it or wished that you'd heard it? In other words, can't you just feel? All of you are communicating on much deeper vibrational levels than your language is. And so when you are interacting with someone and you are understanding them as they are and no longer feeling sorry about where they are, but glad for the contrast that they live for their sake, knowing that they've chosen it for some reason, and just trying a little bit to imagine why they chose it and what it means for them. So you're standing there in this attitude of love rather than pity, of knowing rather than wondering. As you do that, you'll see them look at you. You'll see them exchange glances with you. You'll express in your mind, we know, don't we? We know. I get you, you get me. Do you know, humans have, on the whole, a better relationship with their pets than they do with each other. And it's not because they're communicating with words. It's because they let the beast be who he is. That really is an interesting thing, isn't it? In other words, do you try to get your cat to be a dog? Do you try to get your dog to be your daughter? You know, soon you'll be going to school and you'll need language. Or do you let them be who they are? You see. And the thing about the animals, you say, well, they give you no choice because they're really not going to come along and play your human game. And we say there are a whole lot of humans coming forth who are unwilling to play that old human game too. That's why they're coming forth with this new, stronger intentionality to be the vibrational beings that they are. They're just saying to you, not going to play your game. If you want to play with us, come on over here. The water's fine here. That's what they're saying. And the reason that they're saying it is because Humans have this distorted platform that there is a standard that everyone should rise to, and they have completely forgotten the vibrational balance and differences that you are all about, you see. And so you get so caught up in your wanting people to be the same that you stop appreciating the variety. You just got to let step 1 be a briefer step, and let step 3 be what you're really after. Every book that we've written, and there are many and many more coming, and every process in every book, and there are many and many more coming, every one of them is a step 3 process. Every one of them. Every one of them is about soothing yourself so that you can allow what life has already caused you to become.
I will. Thank you.
Yes, it did.